I've been researching into health problems and natural solutions to health problems for over 25 years. And what I want to talk to you today about is a very common problem of receding gums. Now this usually involves where you've got your tooth and it sits in the jaw, directly into the jaw. Your tooth goes up into your jaw and it's surrounded by and nourished by your gums. So your tooth is nourished and supported by your gums. If you lose the gum, you lose the tooth. It's that clear. So it's really important to look after your gums. Now if your gums start to recede, and you'll normally notice this by more and more of your teeth becoming exposed, that normally indicates some kind of gum disease or gum problem. So the first thing I will say is get yourself along to see a qualified medical practitioner, maybe a dentist or other medical practitioner, somebody who's qualified to go into your mouth and see specifically what's going on inside your mouth. Now if you've got receding gums, more often than not the problem is caused by bacteria growing, eating your gums. So as your gum begins to struggle and fight, it loses its health and vitality and starts to withdraw, exposing more of your tooth, and ultimately the tooth will fall out. So if you go along to a dentist, by all means see what they say, see what they recommend and make a decision. But what they normally suggest is that you have a course of antibiotics. Now, as you know, you'll put the antibiotics into your mouth and it goes right throughout the system, into your blood, right throughout every cell of your body, and it will kill off the bacteria. Specifically, it'll kill off the bacteria which is causing your receding gums. Now you think, fine, that's exactly what I want. But the problem is, what allowed the bacteria into your gums in the first place? Normally it's somebody who's been stressed, maybe overworked, they're tired, they might have been ill, but whatever, something's weakened your body, it's weakened your immune system, and it's left you exposed, which means it's allowed the bacteria into your gums in the first place. That's the problem, the weakened immune system. So if you take if you take antibiotics, the antibiotics actually weaken your immune system even more. So you've got a vicious circle. You start off with a weak immune system, which ends up with receding gums. You take antibiotics, it'll get rid of the bacteria, but then you're left exposed even more. Because antibiotics damage your immune system, you're left wide open, which means that about in a month's time, the receding gums, the gum disease, starts off all over again. And they normally then prescribe stronger antibiotics, and can you see what's happening? You're chasing your tail. You'll never get to the root of the problem. So I thought, how do you get around this? How can you stop the gums from receding? How can you stop the bleeding gums? How can you stop the sponginess? How can you stop losing your teeth? So, Gum Doctor, you've seen how simple it is to use. They're very powerful, natural antibiotics. You only apply them where you need it. Onto the gums, gently onto the surface, and gently down into the socket. You apply it 4 or 5 times a day. Specifically, when you get up in the morning, once you've had your breakfast, clean your teeth, apply the Gum Doctor before you go out into the world. Apply it several times throughout the day. If you have got a gum problem or a mouth problem, you can very often be suffering from bad breath and not even realise it. These natural antibiotics kill off any offensive odours. They'll stop you having bad breath, they'll stop the symptoms, stop the bleeding, stop the swelling, stop the receding gums. Last thing at night, again, brush your teeth in a gentle, kind way and apply the Gum Doctor before you go to sleep so that it's working all night long, specifically on the targeted area. And that's it. That's Gum Doctor. If you've got any more questions about gum disease, swollen gums, receding gums, this type of thing, or indeed the Gum Doctor remedy, please go to my website. Teeth need gums. That's why I've called it. Your teeth need gums. So you've got to look after your gums and treat them. I answer lots more questions about gums on the website. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.